Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. In this video, I'm going to discuss how we can find out the list of tables from a database and how we can delete all the tables from a database. Right. So it can be asked in interview that how to get the list of tables from which schema or from which view you will get the information. So if you want to find out the list of tables in SQL, so information dot tables is the view that help you to get the list of all the tables in created. Okay, whatever the tables you have created, not the default tables or system tables you will get, or from the sys dot tables also give you the same list of tables. Okay, so let's write a query to get the tables. Okay, so here what I will do, I will just select. So obviously if you want to get the details, you should do this table underscore. Okay, first you can pull the schema, okay, and then you can pull the table underscore name. Okay, from either from information schema dot tables, or you will get same thing from the sys table. But the parameters, not table schema and all. Here you should write schema ID and name. I'll say name from the sys dot tables. Okay. So both will give you the same information. So if I execute here, you can see that schema ID and name is blank. Even in this case also it is blank. Why? Because I have not created any table so far. Let's create a table. So I'll say create table, and then let me say student. Okay, fine. Then create the column roll number, which is of integer type, and let me set the identity. Okay, so identity is auto increment in case of MySQL. So in case of SQL, it is identity, and then 1 comma 1. Okay. Then next column is name. So you can, it is name is a keyword. So I can double quote in, and then let me say varchar. Varchar is data type of variable length. Okay, fine. So this is what my table name. One more table I will create, and then here I'll say employee. uh, Let me say emp id. Okay. Rest of the things are same. Let's skip. And if I execute this, so both the tables got created. If I refresh, if I go to this demo table, so here you will see that we have two tables. Now if I execute this command, so you can see that schema ID is 1, right? And table schema, here you can see the DBO is the table schema name. So okay, this is how it works. So let me check what other parameters we have. So if I use a small schema ID, so this will, okay, so it is giving the same. But if I say schema, let me say schema, because I wanted to bring the schema name. So I'll say schema name of, okay, so there is a function schema name that you can use and execute. So you will get the DBO. Okay, alias you can use to give the name to this column, that is different. Sorry. Okay. So now once you know from where you will get the table details, so what you can do, you can delete the tables from the database, all the tables from the database. So how to delete? Okay, so we know that how we can drop the table. So I will say drop table, and then table name you are supposed to write. So I'll say T name. Okay, for the understanding purpose, I'm doing this. So drop table, and okay, so this is what the table. But before table, you can say schema, or I will say yes name dot. Okay. This is what the syntax you need to follow, right? And so obviously we are getting the details from the tables from one of the database. So what we will do, we will create a string which is of drop table, meaning this command we will create as as in the form of string. So let me say, okay, and to store that, okay, even what I can do, I can simply say drop, okay, not stop, it should be drop table, then a concatenation operator I will use, and here, so I can bring the table name, that is fine, table underscore, first I will say schema, and then plus, okay, so this is the concatenation, so let me add the dot, then plus, then table underscore name, okay, then plus, then I would like to terminate this statement, so I will say this, and then from, okay, information underscore schema dot table. Okay. This is the statement we need to execute, right? So this will bring, but the problem is that the data we will get, that will not be in the form of text, and we need a text. So what we will do, we will use the quote name function. So this will convert your old values into the text form. So I will say, okay, so this is QUO. Okay, so this function is going to, now what we will do, we all whatever the information we will pull, we will save the information in one of the, okay, or I will say select. Okay, let me write here like this, select. Okay, so before saving, we will see the output, what it does for us, and tables schema. Okay, that is fine. Incorrect syntax near table keyword. Why? Okay, so maybe at last, okay, so here it should not be a table, it should be a tables, right? Then if I execute this, so this string is getting drop table, and obviously the dbo.student. So table name, this statement is getting generated. Now I wanted to execute this, but how to execute a text? Okay, so in case of SQL, okay, what you can do, you can use a store procedure that is called execute SQL. Okay, so if I say exe, let me see, exec execute, and sp underscore execute SQL, right? And this statement I would like to execute, right? But this entire statement again not in the form of text, so I will, okay, then this will create a problem, right? So instead of this, what I will do, I will save this expression into the one of the variable. So to declare the variable, what we will do, we will say declare and at the rate SQL. Okay, let me say SQL. Okay, any variable you can create, that is not a problem. Then its data type is, let me pick as a n varchar. Okay, and then max I will say. Okay, then is equal to, I'll say this. So we are not defining a length, and then here I will say set, or instead of set in select statement I will set the value to this. So this is equals to plus, so appending the string to this SQL variable. And now I will execute the value, meaning the statement of this, because select we cannot put inside this store procedure to call. Okay, so now if I execute this, it will go and delete my tables. Okay, so now if I execute, so you can see that the commands are successfully executed. And now if I refresh, if I go to the tables, you can see that I don't have the recently created table student and employee. Earlier this was under this table section, but now this is deleted. Okay, so if you have created a model, in that case obviously you might need to take care, or you might need to drop the foreign key constraint, because if the tables are connected using the primary key and foreign key, meaning the relationship is built between the two tables, then this will throw error. So in that case, you need to drop the foreign key, right? And then you can use this command to delete all the tables from your database. So I hope you all like the video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day.